Hey y'all, how are we doing? Today we're going to be playing a game by the name of Oxygen Not Included. Oxygen Not Included is a survival game based on, being sent to a planet and you're sent miles and miles underneath the planet with your own little colony or group of people, and your objective is to survive, scavenge resources, and eventually I think try to escape from the planet. So today we're going to be playing that. And if you all enjoy it, we can make it a series or play it multiple times. Because the game's kind of, it's not really like a horror game. It's not really a story based either. It's more objective based. So let's get right into it.
Alright, y'all. Like I said in the intro, this game's all about survival. And this, we're gonna go in with a colony. I've already played this game before, as you could see in my resume game, but I just wanted to play it on video and see what y'all thought of it. It's actually just really unique in the amount of aspects it has to your survival. But with enough talk, let's just get into it. Survival or no? We'll do survival. I'm not good at this game at all. I've just, had a couple runs or whatever. Standard. So when you load into the game, you start with 3 duplicates, which is like the, your colony, your citizens or whatever. You can choose the name. I don't really got one ready off my head, so we're just gonna go with. Um, So with your duplicates, you usually want to have you don't want them all to be skilled in the same stuff because then you'll just have people who are only good at the one same thing. So um, honestly, we'll just start with these people because they're not that bad. All right. Alert! I've woken at the target location, but colonization efforts have already hit a hitch. I was supposed to land on the planet's surface, but became trapped many miles underground instead. Although the coordinates are not ideal, it's imperative that I establish a colony here and begin mounting efforts to escape. So our entire, life choices to survive and stuff like that. Okay, loading into this game, you can already tell there's a lot. So we have our population is 3, our stress level is 5. You don't want to keep their stress. You don't want to get duplicates sick because sick people spread diseases and that'll lead them to death. Calories available, the amount of food we have, which is in here at the moment, I believe. And then you have space, you could control the time. The overlays is where stuff gets interesting because in your overlays, you can see how much oxygen duplicates have in the area. You want to make sure they have oxygen no matter what. Once we start to build stuff, we'll see our power and where it's going and stuff like that. Temperature, duplicates, our citizens need certain temp. Minerals, this is the materials, the stuff, what we'll get out of, getting certain stuff. Our light, certain duplicates don't like darkness and stuff like that. Plumbing, we gotta make bathrooms at some point. Ventilation to keep the air going. Decor, germs, farming for plants and stuff that we can grow. And then rooms are stuff we can make later on, and each room gives us bonus effects. First things first, this generates little bits of oxygen first at the moment, so we're going to want to dig to free that up more, and then we're also going to want to dig to just get out more space. Water we're going to need because our citizens need to drink. This is our own little colony. Now we don't want to dig too far out because as you can see, not temperature, power, oxygen, there's no oxygen in here, and the reason there's no oxygen is because, well, carbon dioxide, unbreathable gas, and pretty sure some materials emit bad oxygen, like CO2, carbon dioxide. Did I just say CO2? My bad, I low-key had to look that up. I didn't want to sound too dumb, but yes, carbon dioxide is CO2. So I gave our duplicates a bunch of digging to do because, so they could give us more area to work with. Honestly, this area above us might be good to dig up into because algae, I don't know what we need it for, but I'm pretty sure we need algae for something. And there ain't that much carbon dioxide, and letting these shine bugs in will give us more light. But also, We're gonna wanna keep them away from wherever we put our sleeping quarters, because some duplicants like sleeping around light and some do not. Let's just get them into it. Make a storage bin. They can put all those materials that they're dropping right here. They don't pick up the materials when they dig them. You gotta use your sweep to sweep debris into the storage. We're gonna want to put right here so that we can get a pitcher pump, which it just not mops up. It grabs the water from here, which we can use to transport into bottles, which duplicates need to drink, of course. That means whenever we order the sweep command on this stuff, they'll sweep it into that pitcher pump. I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen like y'all can see. Now you see we have no oxygen generation and no outhouse. These in the top left is basically showing you what you want to worry about most at the moment. And we have no oxygen, so converts large amounts of algae into oxygen. So that's what we need the algae. So we'll load a ladder up. And since this is taking them a minute, we can just do fast speed to speed them up. With this area right here, we'll give it a door so it seals. So when you're making rooms, you want to use doors and stuff to seal them off so it doesn't look like they're part of another room. So with this area right here, we're going to make cots so that the duplicants can actually, sleep. Generator to get power going, I believe. Yep, that's always good. Oh, we're out of materials, so we just gotta let them stack up some materials for us and stuff like that. Now we're gonna prioritize these to 9, so when they get the chance they'll immediately build these. So a priority 2, that's you can put it on stuff for like tasks you're doing, so that duplicants or citizens will focus on the higher prioritized things first. Now you can see like our oxygen and stuff, all this air is going to start leaking through to because its hardness is 2. The harder an object is, the harder our material is, the harder it is for stuff to get through it. So that's why we put this tile here. And also shows that duplicants have a quicker run speed on this. So we'll put tiles on a lot of our stuff. Now a couple of our cots are made, so we're going to assign those to people. So we built up there, so now we have most of this area. One thing we do need quickly is an outhouse, which we should be able to make below our sleeping quarters. So maybe we can. Now you see, well, that's what I was worried about. The areas that they were destroying kind of fell into the water that we're going to be drinking, and well, that stuff won't give us any germs, so we should be good regardless. Our duplicants are at downtime right now because they have their own schedule regardless, which is bath time, time to clean themselves. They work for about all those hours out the day. They have downtime, which is usually their free time, and then they have 3 hours of bedtime. Now, we can change their schedule up pretty quick. Like, we can get rid of their downtime, but if they don't have downtime, their stress levels will start to go up. And a duplicant with high stress, usually a duplicant has like certain traits that they have, like, they get bonuses from studying those type of things, which duplicants can study. Now, he's unempathetic, so he's horrible at nursing, and then he's a binge eater, so when he gets stressed, he'll eat a lot. Which is why we don't want our duplicants to be stressed, because if he eats a lot, which I'm pretty sure another one of our duplicants has that trait, they'll go through our food a lot quicker. So we want to manage our duplicant stress while also getting them to work. This game has a lot of balance in it, and I'm not going to really change their schedule, because in their downtime, they're probably going to eat. And we didn't get his bed done in time, so he's sleeping on the floor. We gotta get their outhouse built quickly though, because as you can see, dude got a full bladder. So let's just build these for right now and put their priority to 9. You don't wanna. I'm probably using the priority tool wrong since I'm just putting anything that I want down immediately to a 9, but you probably want to sort that stuff out since there's 1 to 9 levels. And one of them peed themselves because we couldn't get this done in time. We need to mop that up quickly because pee or whatever waste makes. I'm pretty sure that makes CO2 or whatever this is. Yeah, that making. I guess having their pee on the ground just generates CO2, which. Oh gosh. Outhouse is ready. Now that they have an outhouse built, they can use the bathroom. Oh, so sand falls away, so now that isn't gonna. Don't want to do sand stuff like Minecraft. Now they don't have no food generation either. Kind of need a lot more metal ore to do that. So we'll go to materials, and then this will only show us metal ore. We're gonna need metal ore. Oh, they're running out of oxygen. They're hungry. Don't got no food. Now the one thing that's bad about sectioning all these rooms off is that they don't have their own oxygen flow. They are gonna need some sort of way to keep oxygen coming in and out. Meteor showers. We need this wash basin to prioritize quickly because that's the only way these are keeping clean. Bringing germs around. These outhouses are disgusting. Now, these are hatches. They're one of the creatures in the game. I don't exactly know what they're for. I know you can, well, they drop eggs. And hatches excrete solid coal as waste, and may be uncovered by digging up buried objects. Now, we can turn hatches into food, but I'm guessing they also do stuff. I don't know what any of this means. Would you believe me if I said I was alone? Got me up all night. See what else we got going on here. Natural gas guy over here. Now, as you can see, the gas over here is unbreathable, but, like, if we get the skills later on, we could probably turn those into something. I don't know what a geyser would be good for, but hey. Now, a micro musher, which is our, food maker at the moment. We don't got really much, so we gotta make mush bars, which are just dirt, I'm pretty sure. An edible putrefied mud slop. Pure dirt these dudes about to be eating. Time bugs. You can always turn those dudes into food as well. He's just running to get us mush bars, which we will turn into food. Alright, our printing pod. Now, our printing pod is like our little base. It's where we spawn in from. But every, couple of days, we get a new printable, which we can turn into a new character or seed. Now, at the moment, I don't really think we need seeds, so we'll get a new character, but we need someone that's to what we need. Like, that has traits that help us. No, stress reaction. This dude gets distracted, which I don't want. He does the same, so we'll take her. She's good with medicine and food, but she can't do research. So we're just gonna have Gossman. We're gonna keep her on food. Oh, Gossman came in with a skill point, so which we can already use to put towards whatever we want them to be good at. Because each duplicate, they're good at certain things, bad at other things. But through research and skill points, you can level them up to be better at certain things and not so bad at some things. Now, it seems like she's interested in improved strength, which she just wants to be good with plumbing and stuff like that. Now, when they have a heart next to it, that means they'll get morale for learning that type of thing. So, we'll should be better at tidying now. Now, these pee bottles, I don't think we can pick up right now because you can't put them in normal storage. So, we'll assign this to Bossman. Since we're gonna get new duplicates soon, I'm push this back even more. Since there's really nothing dangerous over here. We want this algae anyways for the oxygen. We want these wires because you need wire to run stuff for electricity. That's how you run the electricity that we're making through our generator, which gets sent to our batteries, which hold the electricity, which we can use for other things. Now's their downtime, so they're gonna do stuff that they feel they need to do. They're gonna go to sleep now. Oxygen in here is barely breathable though, so we need to get more oxygen generation up. And we don't even have any rooms technically, because this all counts as the same room because of this. So honestly, we need to get research, because with research that's how we're gonna unlock more stuff to build. Now we're building this more backwards, because honestly the plan is just to build the outhouses over here. We'll replace the floor with tiling, and then we will put more wash basins, which is just sinks. Now these oxygen diffusers are using the algae we collected to put just clean oxygen into the air, but I don't know if that directly combats the CO2, but it's kind of doing it. Now the bottle emptier, I'm pretty sure is how we're gonna get these little nasty little pee bottles out of the way. We'll need to build an area that's like far away enough that it won't like affect the rest of our area, because then when we empty it, we're gonna empty it just as pure polluted water, which will make CO2, which we don't want around our colony because they can't breathe that. What we're building right here is our research station, which is what we really need important. Mush bars, which is our main food, which needs dirt and water, 75 kilograms, but we have 34.4 E, which I hope is enough to just keep going for a little bit, because we just need to make a bunch of those. Because right now, we can't make nothing else because we don't have the ingredients, and this is all we can do. 3 out of 4 recipes. So we'll make mush bars and just keep those going for a minute. We still have a good enough amount of calories. Our stretch is at 0. We're doing decent, I think. Hopefully they'll be able to hop across, so we can just still get oxygen flow from here into here. Those shine bugs are having a disco rave right now. Tomorrow we'll prioritize this so we can get our bathrooms a little bit more functional. We have a new print in 1.5 days, basically. A cycle, I'm pretty sure, is a day. Alright, that's built, but it has no wiring. We have unrefrigerated food, so we need to think food that's unrefrigerated can spoil. I don't know how a dirt sandwich can spoil, but hey. Massage table, which reduces stress. Oh, we're getting low oxygen. We want to deconstruct that and that. The plan is to deconstruct this stuff, so then we could put wash basins instead. Now, I put the oxygen diffuser right here because hopefully it'll go not just into this area, which is why I keep this open for oxygen flow, but it'll also go up into here. But also, we're gonna put this right here to cause it to go down. And then what we'll do is we'll dig out that, dig out that, put tiles, and then we'll dig out this. Also put tiles. It's unbreathable in our poop room. We prioritize selling this because we need a new cot for whoever's about to be here. Now I think people have been up. Yep, they've been leveling up. So this dude is all about construction with one of his traits. He automatically came with this, so he can already do whatever. Someone else interested in grilling? Max has an interest for critter ranching. You're all about construction. You're going to be about. We'll just put you in research. They can use the printing pod. I don't know what that does. Now morale, which I'm pretty sure is the bonus that comes with what like most of like rooms when you're actually able to get them a room, because like room overlay, they gotta have certain requirements to become a room. Like we could turn this into like a I think barracks. Yeah, those are the requirements for it though. And to shut it off, we would need to cut it off from this, but then that wouldn't really have oxygen production. Because this is the only oxygen we really have going for this. Principal available. And we're gonna get her because she's an artist, which we can use. Right? Now that we have research, this is where all the views and stuff come in. So first things first, we're gonna make basic farming. We're gonna research basic farming because it gives us access to the algae terrarium, which produces oxygen and removes CO2 at the same time. And then it also gives us that compost, which is how we empty out our little poopers. And they're going to sleep again. Sleep. She did not get her bed made in time. Put on prioritize 5. Now you gotta sleep on the floor. Finish one research thing, so we're gonna immediately send them to the next one, which will be we'll do now. Weird to go down there because there's just no oxygen. Oh wait, speaking of oxygen. Alright, our diagnostics, which is what we need to worry about most, our oxygen levels and our food reserves. We're consuming 5,000 calories a second, but I don't think we're making enough to, compute that. Well, her one that's made, so that might be enough. No, we need to auto harvest these because that means, well, when we auto harvest them, we'll get something to make into food, I'm guessing. No research focus selected. I thought oh, they did that one quick. We'll do plumbing. That'll allow us to mess with water a little bit more, which will be good for. How hard is that? Hardness 10, so it's technical sauce scale. Now we need to make a kitchen. You good? What you got? Food poisoning, hungry, and full bladder. Now, I think we can actually get away with building this right here now since we have an algae terrarium. Boom. Now, does that technically count as... It does. This counts as a latrine now, which is like a bathroom. And it gives +1 morale, and I don't know, our occupants want, actual rooms. They don't want stuff with multiple rooms with multiple purposes. Now, holy, our duplicates are getting sick, so we're gonna research farmers, whatever that means. Pharmacology next. Build more storage bins, hold more materials, you already know. Now this is gonna allow us to run liquids places. This will throw out in liquids. We don't need that just yet, because we don't really need the. We have mesh tables though. We gotta give our duplicates a place to eat. So put some compost piles right here so we can get rid of our duty. As you can see, y'all, there's actually like a lot to this game. I hope it doesn't sound too boring with me just yapping and doing whatever. I hope some of y'all can pick this up. It's just low-key a little stressing, and there's a lot having to deal with whole colony and manage like 5, 6. I'm not saying that BS. 6 different people at a time, you know, and it's just gonna get more and more having to manage with more people as the cycles go on. All right. Deconstruct that now. Let's make this area right here like some sort of doctor's office. Oh my, because these dudes are getting sick quickly. What? New duplicate? Use a blueprint. Alrighty, what do we got here? You just got good excavation, so we'll do that. Let's look at our skills. We gotta. May is our artist. See, I guess I don't know what these are for exactly, but you can give duplicates hats, which I think signify their job. So that needs to be emptied into one of these. Now this is just going to emit a bunch of bad air. It's going to be an electric grill, ration boxes. Now, for like a kitchen, you need a spice grinder, but I don't think we got that yet. Well, this is gonna be our future kitchen, so right now we'll just leave it like that. No industrial machinery. So what counts as industrial? Because I feel like that's just something that uses electricity, but this don't use electricity, so technically would we be able to put that there? Get somewhere good to end it off for this video. Nobody has the grilling skills, so nobody can even like do that to begin with. I'll put Joshua on that. Yeah, he's the only one that wants to anyway. Oh, more research to do. Let's do ventilation now. It's kind of like what the pipe will do, but that'll be with air and stuff. So we can get air that was in bad areas to or better areas. Oh, they did that quickly. Now let's see. Yep, that counts as a barracks now. So that'll give them a little bit more morale in that area. Now, if the food's up here, well, if the food's here, where do we put the said mess? Like, where do we put where they will eat? All we have is this micro mushroom. Do we have a toilet? I don't think that's the same as an outhouse. Toilet probably need like plumbing and stuff for it. Alright, that wasn't bad for our first 10 days. Hope y'all enjoyed.
Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't usually what I've played so far. It wasn't really a horror game, but I mean, there's a good thing. You know, it's always good to have a variety. You know that's not just what y'all want to see. If y'all did enjoy Oxygen Not Included and would like to see me play it some more, you know, continue on our colony. Just like, subscribe, comment whatever. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all. Hope y'all had a nice Thanksgiving, and I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.